Why I'm quitting Instagram and you should too. Hey everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly why I'm quitting Instagram and why I think you should too. Well, the first thing to say is I'm not actually quitting Instagram. It's a little bit of a white lie. But what I am doing is quitting making Instagram anywhere near the priority. And there's some really good reasons why I'm doing this, that if you are a business owner, a content creator, or starting to think about becoming one of the two, I think you really need to listen to this one. So if you currently follow me on social media, you will know that I have been posting consistently on Instagram for years and years and years. And a lot of my business has come via social media content. It's been great. And it's meant that making a business in recent years is a hell of a lot easier than it would have been in the 70s and 80s. However, I've been observing and been thinking about that next phase as we go into the new year. What does business look like in 2025? What does social media marketing look like in 2025? And one of the most important things for any of us as business owners is, what does me enjoying being a business owner look like in 2025? Now, caveat to that last point, I'm not saying everything just needs to be fun and just only do the things you like. But ultimately, the more that you can craft a strategy that works around your strengths and the things you enjoy as best as possible, the more you're going to show up, the more you're going to be consistent, the more you're going to have momentum, and the more your business has a better chance of doing well. So what are my findings after this observation? Well, the first thing that I have noticed is people are getting fatigued with short form content because TikTok absolutely hammered it the last few years. Then all the other platforms tried to copy it with YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. So now we're just constantly inundated with shorts, and content creators are getting fatigued with creating them because there's so many rules about how to get the engagement from creating this kind of format of content. You've got to have a really good hook. You've got to make sure the first 3 seconds grab them. You've got to have multiple hooks along the way. They can't be too long, but they can't be too short. They need to be filmed in high quality, and you need to post 3-4 times a day, 7 days a week to have any chance of really growing your following online. Now, all these rules have meant that it's exhausting being the creator, but because at the same time, the consumer is getting tired of people throwing cheesy hooks at them and trying to grab their attention, then this content is just getting low engagement. And this is the thing with social media, things are fast evolving, fast changing. So what is working on social media right now? Well, generally more entertainment style. So funny videos, day in the lifestyle vloggy videos where people can just be nosy, carousel posts, not the old school carousel where they're well polished Canva graphics, carousels where they're more using real, raw, authentic stories, pictures, and telling your journey on specific subjects. They work really, really well. Basically, less people throwing information at you and more just light entertainment so that we can relax after a day of work. But remember this, people choose when they want to study. And when we're focused on doing the work or studying, in that moment, we don't just want a quick 60-second, this is what you need to do. We want somebody to actually go through it with us, to give us examples, to teach us thoroughly, not just a quick bite-sized chunk. It's not really going to help us when we're going all in. So what is working better? I'm finding long form content, in particular YouTube videos around the 10-minute mark, podcasts, not just interview styles. I think again Stephen Bartlett's kind of got that market covered. If you want a long form interview with somebody who's really famous and you want to learn everything about them and see them cry a couple of times in the episode, Stephen's got you covered. Head on over to the Diary of a CEO. But shorter episodes, 20 to 30 minutes, where each episode you specifically cover an exact topic that your target audience wants more information on, and you go in depth for that 20 to 30 minutes, that can work well. And the third one is quality emails. I'm finding that after all these years of email marketing, a lot of people saying email marketing is dead, I'm finding it's still working really well. Generally, I get around 30-35% open rate. At the time of recording, I have just over 3,000 signed up to my marketing list, and we're actually really enjoying structuring and thinking about quality messages and emails that I can send out when I'm not having to try and be on this rat race of I've got to come up with 3 videos a day for Instagram. And we all know those 3 videos a day will come up on someone's timeline and then they're gone. Come up on someone's timeline and you put so much time, energy, effort into those videos. It can be really disheartening. Now, the great thing with YouTube is you can invest a lot of time and energy into that one video, but once that video's there, there. It's SEO friendly, so you can put in keywords, and that can be something that 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now is a video that is still being found, still being consumed. Also, because it's a little bit more long form, a little bit more thorough, when we talk about the purpose of content being to get people to know, like, and trust you, on one hand, social media is great for the know, like, and trust, because if they're seeing you regular and they're getting little bits and bite-sized chunks over the week, they're like, this person is showing up consistently talking about this subject. Yeah, they clearly know what they're on about, but there's no real depth there. Whereas again, a 10, 12-minute YouTube video, you can explain things much better, much clearer, and people really like, yeah, I finished that video going, that's really helped. Thank you. I feel like I know you a bit more. I maybe trust you a little bit more. Maybe even like you a little bit. So that long form gives us an opportunity to build relationships way better than these 30, 60-second reels type content. And the other thing is, for me personally, I'm enjoying it way more. Putting some thought into high quality, high value style videos that actually I know people are going to watch and engage with. So I really think that YouTube, podcasts, and email marketing are evergreen. I think they're going to work and still be working years to come. You can quote me on that. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll say, hey, do you remember when I said this? I was wrong. But I really think if you look back, YouTube's been massive for what? Decades now. Podcasts don't seem to be going anywhere. People still, when they're cleaning, when they're cooking, when they're driving, when they're on public transport, when they're in the gym, when they're on a walk, people still like to be consuming something that educates them and entertains them and interests them and helps them ultimately. And again, email marketing, yeah, a lot of us are inundated with emails. Yes, we ignore a lot of them, but some of them we click on, some of them we read, and some of them we take action because of that email. And I think if you can get 20% plus opening every email and you've got thousands and thousands of people in your marketing list, that's pretty good. So what is my plan? Every single week, non-negotiable, one high quality value YouTube video. The second plan is one high quality bite-size podcast episode with my new podcast, Online Business Mastery. Head on over to Spotify and Apple to listen to it now. Only available in audio form, so you need to be on Spotify and Apple to get those bite-sized chunks of gold. Number 3 to 5 value emails to my marketing list, of which I'm going to be regularly creating different types of free lead magnets that people want, people need. People are going to take me up on the offer of those free lead magnets in exchange for their details, which then means they're getting my emails, they're in my ecosystem, and we're building a relationship. Now, the fourth part of my strategy is to create content on Instagram and various other social media platforms. But the key difference is I ain't going down this route of 3 pieces a day and going live every single day like I used to do. I'm going to create some content weekly that feels of good quality, high value, that's well thought out, and I'm not playing the numbers game. I'm playing the quality game. I want to make sure that the people who are consuming that content enjoy it. It might be more vloggy, day in the life stuff. It might be more entertainment. It might be just more interesting, intriguing stuff, and less telling people what to do. Less, here's the 5 steps for whatever. It's just going to be more generally playing to what people want to see, and still within that content giving them a little bit more understanding of who I am, what I do, what I'm about, which then might make them more intrigued to watch the long form stuff, which in turn is going to get them way more invested in what I do than just seeing these constant short. I mean, let's be honest, how many times do we see something on Instagram that we do like, that is useful, and we save it and we think, I need to come back to it, that when I'm in the right frame of mind, and then we just forget we've done it, and instead we just go to YouTube and go how to, and then we type in whatever that thing is that we need to know. We don't come back to reels generally. So that's the strategy going into 2025. Less social media, but still some. Less time, energy, and effort invested in trying to beat the algorithms on Instagram. Those days are gone. I'm exhausted with it, and I know lots of you are. And more time on high value, high quality, long form content to really build those relationships, really help people, and in turn use it as the main marketing tool for my business. Let me know, what do you think of my decision? Is it stupid? Am I missing a trick? Am I ill-informed? Are my observations not correct? Or do you think I might be onto something? Do you think maybe this is something you need to reflect on and cover in your business? Let me know in the comments below in this video. And if you want to follow the journey to see how I do, what the views and the engagement appears to be like, how much of this is actually converting into money, and if you want me to share the lessons, the tips to help you make sure that you're staying ahead of the curve and you're continuing to grow your business, you must make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching. I shall see you on the next one.